Okay, so after reading through the FCC's judgment on the main studio rule, some of the pros and cons that I took away from reading it that they give is the cost. It's cost saving for the station, which I mean, I guess is based on the fact that you don't have to have that local radio station where you transmit. You know, you don't have to have another building where you exactly where you transmit at, so you can be. You don't have to own multiple properties and pay for multiple places. So I guess that's that. You can get equipment upgrades, which I guess is from what you're saving from what you spend on the mortgage or rent or whatever you're paying for the building that you have. Uh, and it's easier for stations in small towns not to go dark when it's a crisis. So uh, your main station wouldn't be in harm's way, I guess, of a crisis. So therefore, you would be able to still be able to reach the public. Some of the cons that I took away from it were you have new rules that you have to now abide by, a new system on which you have to go by, which now you have to re-educate all your employees and everybody that's involved with what goes on, and that's always something. Um, and after reading a couple other things, the studios really lose local control. It's more like you take away that local station that's there. It's kind of like they don't have the option anymore of the local public doesn't have the option of kind of having a say so on what is on their airways, because it can't, it's not in the area anymore. And that brings us into does it impact the public? And yeah, the public is impacted because, like I said, they don't have a say so anymore. So studios kind of lose local control of what they have going on due to this new ruling. Um, and after reading other opinions on it, learning about, I don't support it because it's like you're taking the small local town stations, whether it's radio or TV, and you're pretty much putting them out of business, so to speak. And you're getting a lot of national stations that kind of just move in and take over. Uh, it's like putting a mom. It's just like a grocery store. It's like putting a mom and pop grocery store out of business when you bring a Walmart into town. Like it's just you get that personal one-on-one experience with somebody, and then you bring a big corporation in, or on the outskirts, they're not even there. But what you had is now gone because they can't compete, and that's pretty much what this ruling did. And I don't honestly think it's gonna cost, reduce costs a lot anyway. But I mean, the FCC sucks, so that's just my take.